declare the fete open and hope that everyone has a fantastic day.
What politics was like when I was younger, goodness me. I didn't pay any attention, and I wish I had, quite honestly.
So it was just really something that my parents talked about that they would do, but we didn't get involved.
I mean, when I was at school, politics was something for other people, and it was something very detached, but I think more respected in many ways than it is now.
I don't think politics really existed when I was younger, or certainly not from what I saw from being at school. It wasn't something that was seen as being very important in school. It certainly wasn't something that was shown to you as a young person as something that was exciting and something that was worth getting involved in.
I think sometimes it was more exciting, a lot more confrontational, and I think everything at the moment is just too, everybody's too eager to agree with each other. And when I was growing up, there was a lot more debate, but what's made a difference now is the internet, and that young people can engage in politics much more easily because there is the internet.
I volunteer with my local Conservative association now, Young Conservatives, and I helped my local MP get elected this time last year. It's very exciting stuff, and that's how I got involved in politics.
Sort of last year I was made redundant, and it was only then, and when I was looking for another job, I was really getting engaged with like what the state the country is in.
Well, I think I've always been interested in politics, and I think it's very important that people engage and pay attention and keep themselves informed about politics. I mean, it's an extraordinarily interesting political time at the moment for young people and people of my age, people of all ages.
I became involved in politics when I was younger because my parents are from different parties. My dad is a Conservative, my mum is a Liberal Democrat.
Life was black and white, and it was black and white. You had two parties, Labour, Conservative. It was really, really interesting for me. I was young, brought up in a Labour household, but learned to free think for myself, and ever since then I've been a floating voter.
Politics didn't really affect me as a kid. I wasn't really involved at all. It's only since I've become a father and a member of a very great community that I've started to get involved.
The 7 o'clock news, and then watching the 9 o'clock news, and then me going to bed, and having newspapers in our house.
I was growing up, I wasn't engaged in politics at all. My parents were completely apathetic, and it was only really when I went to university that I became involved in politics.
Because I wasn't really interested in it, to tell the truth, and these days now it ain't.
I became engaged in politics at university. I saw that students were getting a rough deal in their local communities in Birmingham, and I wanted to do something about it, and so got involved through the student union in politics, and I've never looked back since.
Today, really, there's quite a lot of internet, and radio and things. I suppose, but in my day, it was really much sort of your parents and your older generation. There were more older politicians than there are today. There's more younger ones today, so I suppose they're engaging more with the younger one.
Very stuffy, very serious, and I think very boring.
My main involvement in politics was through my parents. They got me involved with it, but I think there needs to be more a better emphasis in schools on engaging young people with politics at an earlier age. Because when I was at school, I had no involvement in politics at all. Nobody really told me much about it. It was largely through my parents that I became involved with it.
I probably first became engaged in politics through my work at Bernardo's, learning about the policies that they make, the influence that they have in government, mainly about obviously the work that we do with children. One of our biggest campaigns at the moment is the sexual exploitation campaign, where we're asking people to sign up on our website, bernardos.org.uk.